Hello everyone, this is Marlo again. I hope you're having a wonderful day today, whatever day it is that you're watching this video. I wanted to share with you some aha moments that I had as I was, again, going over my draft of the results section for Chapter 4. I've been spending a lot of time immersed in my data and putting together the document that will be ending up in the results section of my Chapter 4 submission, which I am planning to deliver March 1st of 2021. And hopefully it goes well. So I wanted to share with you one of the things that I started to do in my process as I was writing up the different sections of Chapter 4 was retracing some of my steps from the advanced qualitative research course that I took. Depending on what point you are in your coursework for studies, and you should have completed that by the time you start dissertation, but depending on how far back you've completed your coursework and then started dissertation, this will be important. For myself, I actually completed that in the summer of 2020. So 2 terms ago, I was in the advanced qualitative research class, and at the same time I was writing in order to obtain approval of my prospectus. So much of the work that I completed for that course actually informed the development of my prospectus for approval. So it was a really good opportunity to enhance my knowledge around qualitative research, but also to identify sources that were going to help me to support my decisions around my research design, and particularly to do that with the support of the instructor in the course, which was fantastic. So I retraced some of my steps as I was writing Chapter 4 this past couple of weeks. And I found that, in fact, not just reviewing what I wrote in terms of my discussion posts, but literally going into the textbooks was most helpful. So I wanted to just quickly share some of the things that I found as I was reviewing the information that helped me to really crystallize some of what I'm writing in my results and some of the other sections of my Chapter 4. So, of course, Yin's case study research book, whoever doesn't have this, get it, the most recent edition. And make sure you refer to this. This was the book that really grounded me in what case study research really is, what goes into it, how it should look, how it should feel, how it should be, what is the context, what is the content. So it was good for me to go through the parts of this again in terms of understanding the how I should be presenting the information in the case study, and making sure that I am putting together a report that is in alignment with the research design that I chose, which is single case study design. So this book was super helpful for that purpose. And then, of course, I'll do this one last because this was like one of the best ones. So coding manual for qualitative researchers by Johnny Saldana. Everyone, of course, knows about this one. Every instructor of qualitative courses refers to this book, hopefully, and if they don't, hopefully you can get it and check it out. What was best about this was it's really thorough descriptions around the coding strategies that could be used. And so again, going back and confirming that the coding strategies that I chose to use while I was doing my analysis were in alignment with my case study research design, and going back and citing some of their work in terms of writing my results section has also been a helpful piece as well. So really feeling good about citing these sources in terms of the decisions that I'm making, like using in vivo coding, so that I can preserve the voice of my participants in my results. And that's coming from here, because here is where I understood that in vivo coding allows me to capture large segments of or snippets of their feedback of their responses, verbatim, which is really keeping their voice intact in the research. And then next, qualitative data analysis, a methods source book, really helped me to look at how to structure the section of reporting the results. There's a lot of great examples in here on charts and tables, so that I could be and graphics that I could use to visualize the data. So NVivo, which is what I'm using as the software system to organize my data, is very helpful. Of course, in putting together those visualizations, organizing the information that I already have in the system, but having an opportunity to look at methods and strategies in order to put together those tables helps me to really understand what information I should select to be included in those tables, again in alignment with the research design that I chose, which is case study design. And then finally, completing your qualitative dissertation, Linda Dale Bloomberg and Marie Volpe. This book is amazing. So here I was able to really find a lot of the contextual and, a lot of the nuances as to, how do I want to present the results information in terms of, what is enough detail, what is too much detail, what is not enough detail, from what perspective should I be presenting it, and what tone and what voice. This has all that good stuff in terms of those suggestions. And it also, again, has it for every type of research method, qualitative research method. Of course, I was looking at all of the sections that pertain to case study design, but you can see that in research design and data analysis, there is a description for each of the major methods, which includes, ethnography, phenomenology, grounded theory, narrative inquiry, and case study design are among a couple of others. And so this book really, really helped me to kind of feel an affirmation of, I'm writing along the right lines. I was feeling like I was including too much of my in vivo coding in my final results report. But in fact, I read between this book and between the Yin book that in fact in case study design that you'd want extensive citations directly from your interview data. So I'm actually on the right path, and so this is a good thing to confirm and to feel confident about, and also again to cite in when you're writing about your process for study analysis, coding, and writing of your results. So if nothing else today, I think the lesson for today is that we don't stop referring to these textbooks. I really thought that I was past it, and I was just treating them as a kind of a citation on my list. I've already cited it in my research design chapters 1 through 3, and I'm just going to take it again because I know that I cited this resource for this purpose, and it makes sense to cite it again here in chapter 4. But it also really, really made sense to go back and look at the source and really understand the concepts again and how I could apply them at this stage of completing my research and my dissertation writing. God bless you all. Good luck in your continued journey towards obtaining your PhD. And I hope today's message was helpful to you.